Hey everyone, we're going to be looking at Genesis chapter 1 today, part 1. This is the first chapter in the Bible. It talks about creation. So let's get into this. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now when God created the earth was formless and empty, and darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was moving over the face of the waters. The earth didn't look like anything, there was no order to it. Everything was just chaotic. But the Holy Spirit was already there, even though Adam and Eve weren't created yet. And that tells me that the Holy Spirit wants to live with us, desires to dwell with us, wants to be around us. And this isn't really something that we have to earn, because we weren't keeping the law or anything like that back then. And it just shows that the Holy Spirit wants to be with us, wants to help us, wants to guide us, wants to lead us. And if we allow Him to do that, then we can be led by the Spirit, instead of being led astray. Then God spoke, and there was light. Then God looked at the light, and He said that it was good. And God separated the light from the darkness, and He called the light day, and He called the darkness night. And there was evening and there was morning one day. Just picture what it would be like if you went from complete darkness to complete light. Because we don't know what the darkness was like, but I assume it was like complete pitch black, absolute nothing. And then God just brings forth light. And that would be an amazing thing to see. I mean, that would be beyond words. And God looks at it, and He says it's good. And you know, there's a lot of people who believe that everything that God created was perfect. And we do read that later on in the chapter, that everything that God created was indeed very good. But I think sometimes people interpret that as everything that God created is perfect. But I believe that there are times where maybe Adam and Eve could have done something better. For example, eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil probably wasn't the best choice. But I'm getting off topic. But I think sometimes people confuse perfection with sinlessness. Those aren't the same thing. Those aren't interchangeable terms. But yes, the creation was very good. And there was evening and there was morning. One day. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And that's exactly what happened. A firmament was in the midst of the waters, and it divided the waters from the waters. And God called the firmament heaven. And there was evening and there was morning, a second day. Then God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And that's exactly what happened. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters He called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit after their kind, whose seed is in them, on the earth." And that's exactly what happened. The earth brought forth grass, plants yielding seed after their kind, and trees bearing fruit, whose seed was in them after their kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, a third day. Then God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and seasons and for days and years." And there was evening, and there was morning, a fourth day. Then God said, "Let the waters swarm with swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven." And that's exactly what happened. God created the great sea monsters, and every living creature that moves in swarms, which the waters swarm with, according to their kinds, and every bird of its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them. And God said, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let the birds multiply on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, a fifth day. Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures after their kinds, cattle and creeping things and beasts of the earth, each according to its kind." And that's exactly what happened. God made the beasts of the earth according to their kinds, and the livestock according to their kinds, and everything that creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." And that's exactly what happened. God created man in His own image. In the image of God He created him. Male and female He created them. And there was evening and there was morning, the sixth day. And God blessed them. And God said to them, Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the heavens and over everything that moves on the earth. And God said, Behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed, which is on the face of all the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seed. To you it shall be for food. And to every beast of the earth, to everything that moves on the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, I have given every green plant for food. And that's exactly what happened. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening and there was morning the sixth day. So we have the creation of the earth, the creation of the sun, moon, and stars, the creation of vegetation, the creation of sea creatures, birds, and then the creation of man. And then we have the command to be fruitful and multiply. We have the command to take care of the earth and to have dominion over the earth. That's the basic summary of Genesis chapter 1. I think that the main lesson of this passage is that God is powerful. He is the supreme ruler of all creation. He has power over all things, and whatever he chooses to do, none of it can be thwarted. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you have any comments or questions or anything you want to add, please do so below, and I'll see you next time.